Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and if it is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you stick around, hit the old subscribe button, the like button, and drop me a comment at the end. So this week I am at Silver Spring State Park, which is in Kendall County, Illinois, and it had dawned on me that one of the things I have not done in a long time is get out with just my macro lens and get out and do some macro photography. Some of my most viewed videos are my macro videos, which, you know, I did them a long time ago, a year or 2 years ago. And for some reason I've never really gotten back to it until today. So yeah, so macro photography, Silver Spring State Park. Thank you so much for stopping by. I like doing macro photography outside, woods, for the most part. So for me, macro photography is still about composition and the light and shadow, you know, basically still the basics of landscape photography, really. I just like to bring those to my macro work. Again, you're still playing close up, you're getting in, you're seeing the things that the naked eye is not going to allow you to see, but it's still a play on light and shadow. It's not, you know, that perfect flash light on that fly's eye and showing you all those hexagon patterns and the greens and the yellows and you know, all that. I really enjoy being able to pull out, you know, the veins of the leaves, the intricacies of frozen bark on a tree after an ice storm, you know, things like that. So I packed very light. I've got one camera, one lens, and my vlogging stuff. No filters, no polarizers, nothing. Just a Sunday morning at Silver Spring State Park. So again, thank you all so much for stopping by the channel. If you haven't already, please hit the old subscribe button, stick around with me so you can see what's going on next week. Thanks, folks. So this vlog I'm going to try to shoot mainly because I'm seeing symmetry and pattern and texture and a blending of different colors within this vlog. It goes from almost pure white to almost, you know, almost fully black. And it's got some warm tones in it too, and then the holes in it from whatever termites or whatever bugs did those holes. The holes will add a little bit of depth. At least that's the thought. I'm definitely seeing this right now in my head. I'm seeing it as a color image and certainly in a portrait orientation. I gotta shoot this quickly because I'm really getting mauled right now. The mosquitoes are just god-awful. I just adjusted the composition to bring in to the bottom left corner of the image where the log is, you know, gone. So that will add a little bit more depth. It'll add a little bit, almost of a natural vignette to that bottom left corner. We had f8, 1/8 of a second. and ISO's at 100. I'm doing a 5-second shutter delay. That's a good image. One thing I really like about this Manfrotto tripod is it has the clips as opposed to the turning knobs. I just, you know, loosened up a couple of clips, let that leg go down a little bit, tightened it right back up, and had a good stable tripod to readjust that composition. It was that easy. It took me like 2 seconds, so very nice. I never really had good luck with the twist off, or the twist the tripod. Mosquito was in my hands. So this image that I just shot right here obviously got very low to the ground. I like the long, tall, whatever those are. Gonna probably be a very abstract image, which plays, you know, the low angle certainly plays into shooting abstract. So the low angle and the shallow depth of field and the macro, all that kind of tie together to you know, add some good elements for an abstract image. We'll see how it comes out. I really didn't look at it. You know, losing blood here. Alright, so we're leaving the woods right now and coming out into what is prairie, open field, open area. So what I want to do, I want to shoot these flowers right here while I've still got a background that is dark, because I'm not going to have that here in about 10 feet. So my thought is I'm going to shoot these flowers probably like 3.5 f4, let the background behind it just drop into darkness. Obviously we'll highlight the flowers. Should be a pretty image. Probably black and white, selenium, sepia, probably black and white, I'm not sure. It's pretty though. Texture, color, vibrance, symmetry. The trick is gonna be waiting for the wind for the right moment for the wind, so the flowers look good. Yeah, so the trick there was I was totally having play the wind, and whenever you guys are shooting macro, you know, two real good tips are be on a tripod and manual focus. The depth of field is so shallow that you really have to manual focus. And being on a tripod will just slow you down, help you compose, force you to compose, and force you to slow down and think about what you're doing. So I just shot this. I did it at a couple F11, F10, then I went down to F3.5-ish. Experiment a little bit, but still playing the wind with the manual focus, that was the trick. But I think we got some pretty decent images. I think I got what I was after, what I talked about earlier. Look what I found. All right, everybody, that is a perfect picture to end this week's video on. Really enjoyed it. Silver Spring State Park is where I am, and macro photography. Put yourself on a tripod, go slow, manual focus, experiment with your aperture, go to 2.8, go all the way up to whatever, 13, 16, 11, whatever you're comfortable with, but experiment because that's depth of field is so shallow. Remember also the basics, right? You're after light, shadow, texture, pattern, composition. Bring all your basic photography knowledge and skills to your macro photography as well. I think you'll be glad that you did and happy with the results. Couple of announcements. So I am on Instagram and don't have a ton of stuff up there yet, but check me out on Instagram. I'm getting more and more up there. Got my work from Antelope Canyon up there, at least some of it. And I'm working on my website. I've got a website. It is gillette.zenfolio.com. I put it together mostly for my portrait business and my real estate business. but I'm trying to bring more focus to my YouTube stuff, my landscape stuff, my macro stuff, all the other photography that I do. So go check that out. I'm going to have it so you can purchase my images in the not too distant future. So that's coming. And yeah, so drop me a like, drop me a comment. Please let me know what you thought of the images, what you thought of the video. And if you haven't already, why don't you hit the old subscribe button today, hang out with me. I'd put up a new video like every week from rural areas, usually Illinois. And that's it. So thank you all very much. It's my privilege to see you. You have a great week ahead, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
I heard you and your missus had gone your separate ways. I guess I should feel sorry, but I for one still dream about those days when we played.